Welcome to Mancester Utd Transfer HQ, the home of daily football and transfer updates. Subscribe now and join the community of true football lovers. Never miss a moment from the beautiful game. My news is Man United ready to pay £78 million to hijack Chelsea's move for world-class forward. Report, Man United prepared to go higher than Chelsea in pursuit of Juventus star. United's long-term transfer vision. Manchester United are reportedly positioning themselves to win one of European football's most promising races. According to Caught Offside, the Red Devils are ready to make Juventus star Kenan Yildiz their top target for summer 2026, with a willingness to go higher than both Chelsea and Arsenal. Manchester United are making Yildiz their big priority for summer 2026, a source revealed. The current feeling is that they're ready to go higher than Chelsea and Arsenal, maybe as high as €90 million. It's a bold move that signals United's commitment to refreshing their attacking core with youth and creativity. The Turkish international, 20, has impressed in Serie A with his versatility and composure, qualities that have caught the attention of several top clubs. Juventus keen to keep rising star. Juventus are said to be equally determined to retain Yildiz, with talks reportedly ongoing to extend his contract. The forward is settled in Turin and, according to sources, is not pushing for a move away. His emergence has made him one of the cornerstones of Juve's rebuild under their current project, and they are unlikely to sell without a significant financial incentive. The player is happy in Turin, and Juventus view him as central to their plans, the report added. Premier League appeal and potential fit. For United, the attraction is obvious. The Premier League's global pull, combined with United's need for a dynamic creative force, makes Yildiz an ideal fit. Chelsea's model of recruiting elite young players might also appeal to the forward, but game time could prove decisive. United could offer him a more prominent role, potentially as a long-term successor to Bruno Fernandes. Yildiz's decision, should he choose to move, could come down to ambition, stability and opportunity. Our view, EPL Index Analysis. The idea of securing a 20-year-old talent like Yildiz, who already looks capable of becoming a European superstar, fits perfectly with what United supporters have been craving: smart, forward-thinking recruitment rather than short-term fixes. Fans have seen glimpses of how the club can thrive when investing in youth, and Yildiz could represent the next great project. His flair, work rate and confidence are reminiscent of early Cristiano Ronaldo, and while that comparison may feel ambitious, the potential trajectory is similar. Supporters would see this as more than just a marquee transfer. It would be a statement of intent, signaling that the club is once again serious about competing for the future rather than patching problems of the past. A €90 million outlay would be substantial, but if Yildiz fulfills his potential, that figure might eventually look like a bargain. The mood among United fans would be one of renewed optimism, reflecting a desire for youthful energy to redefine the club's identity. If United do push ahead, it could mark a pivotal step towards reclaiming their place among Europe's elite. My second news is Manchester United considering January move for 22-year-old Real Madrid midfielder. According to an update from Mundo Deportivo, it has been revealed that Manchester United are closely following the situation of Eduardo Camavinga at Real Madrid, as uncertainty grows over his playing time under Xabi Alonso. United's interest in Camavinga is not new. In fact, the Premier League side was among the first clubs to explore the possibility of signing the French midfielder before he ultimately joined Real Madrid from Rennes in 2021. However, with the player now facing increased competition in Madrid's midfield, United see an opportunity to revive their long-standing pursuit. Difficult period for Camavinga. In recent weeks, Camavinga's situation at the Santiago Bernabéu has drawn attention. Despite being one of Madrid's most dynamic and versatile players, he has seen limited minutes in key fixtures since his return, something that has reportedly left those close to him slightly concerned. As reported earlier, Alonso values Camavinga's energy and adaptability but has struggled to fit him into a midfield already packed with elite options like Aurelien Tchouaméni, Federico Valverde, and Jude Bellingham. Manchester United are interested in Eduardo Camavinga. Photo by Florencia Tan June / Getty Images. Manchester United, meanwhile, are in the process of rebuilding their squad and see Camavinga as the ideal long-term solution to their midfield imbalance. His ability to operate as a deep-lying playmaker, a box-to-box engine, or even a makeshift left-back makes him a perfect fit for the Premier League's physical and tactical demands. United are closely tracking. Sources indicate that United's scouting team has been closely monitoring Camavinga's performances and his role in Madrid's evolving system. As such, the English giants are ready to make a move as early as January, should the French international situation fail to improve. While Real Madrid have no intention of selling one of their most talented young players, they are aware that the player's desire for regular football could become decisive in the long run. For now, Camavinga remains committed to succeeding at Madrid, but with Manchester United preparing to test that resolve, the next few months could prove pivotal for his future. My third news is Manchester United can be sold without Sir Jim Ratcliffe's permission. A new takeover attempt is supposedly in the offing at Manchester United, with the Glazers able to sell the club without the permission of minority owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Manchester United could be on the brink of changing ownership after reports emerged that minority shareholder Sir Jim Ratcliffe might be forced to relinquish his stake. The development follows the revelation that mechanisms exist that could compel the Ineos billionaire to sell his United shares. Ratcliffe, 72, emerged victorious from a bidding battle against Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani to invest in the Red Devils towards the end of 2023. While Sheikh Jassim sought to acquire all of the Glazer family's shares in the club for £5.5 billion, Ratcliffe prevailed with his proposal of approximately £1.3 billion for a 27.7% stake. The British chemical magnate subsequently boosted his portion to 28.9% after a £79.2 million cash injection in December 2024. Nevertheless, the club's fortunes have remained unchanged despite Ineos assuming control of daily operations at Old Trafford. However, drag-along clause that came into effect during the summer means Ratcliffe and his associates could face removal. A drag-along clause represents a provision within a company's shareholder agreement enabling majority stakeholders to drag along minority shareholders into selling their shares should the majority choose to sell up. This condition guarantees the Glazer family possess the authority to force all shareholders to dispose of their holdings. Under his takeover arrangement, Ratcliffe held first refusal should the Glazers have chosen to sell during the initial 18 months after his minority acquisition was finalized, though this provision lapsed in August 2025. This means that, should the Florida-based Glazers decide to sell up, they can force through a full sale of the club. And given the value of Ratcliffe's 2023 investment, it's likely they would require a proposal exceeding £5 billion to be enticed into selling up. Saudi sports supremo Turki Al-Sheikh sent shockwaves through the footballing world when he posted on X this week, "The best news I heard today is that Manchester United is now in an advanced stage of completing a deal to sell to a new investor." Responding to his own message, he continued, "I hope he's better than the previous owners." Yet many have been left scratching their heads following the surprise announcement, with precise details remaining shrouded in mystery. United insiders informed the Manchester Evening News that personnel at the club have been caught off guard by Al-Sheikh's assertion of a fresh takeover attempt being orchestrated. Despite his earlier involvement, it's not thought Sheikh Jassim is rekindling his bid to acquire the club. His prior endeavor was dismissed after he couldn't demonstrate sufficient financial backing during negotiations. My last news is Al-Sheikh has emerged as a pivotal player in positioning Saudi Arabia at the heart of a recent sporting revolution. The nation has deployed its enormous wealth to revitalize various sporting disciplines, including boxing, snooker and most lately darts. The chairman of the Islamic Solidarity Sports Federation, ISSF, later clarified that he is not the investor, nor is the person in question from Saudi Arabia, adding the deal might not necessarily happen. TalkSport and the Daily Mail reported on Thursday that the bid might come from investors in the United Arab Emirates. The Glazer family, who took over United more than 20 years ago with a total investment of £790 million, have been widely criticized by the club's fanbase in recent years. Ratcliffe spent a significantly larger sum to acquire just over a quarter of the club, and he may already be facing the axe after less than 2 years. Sir Jim has invested more than £200 million of his own money into the club and has indicated his intention to restore United to their former glories in the coming years. former bidder Thomas Iliakis, who rivaled Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim's bids to purchase United in 2023, confirmed on Friday he is still interested in investing in the club should the opportunity arise and that he is currently drawing up plans of his own to do so. The Finnish entrepreneur also offered to partner with Ineos, or any parties interested in acquiring the club. "I actually have nothing against working with people like Jim Ratcliffe or any investor, whoever that may be," he said. "Because I'm not in this to have a trophy that I can show off to other people. I'm in this to make a club that I've been a fan of since I was 12 years old, the best club in the world. My heart cries when I see how things are going today. Manchester United are so far below where the club should be and could be if things were managed the right way. When I had made my bid, I realized that the Glazers were playing a game where Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim and myself were just trying to outbid each other. So the price was just going higher and higher and higher. I publicly said that this is madness, that this is money that should be used for the club and not to further enrich the Glazers. So I said, why don't we join forces and take over the club together? I'm still completely open to that, and I would be more than happy to speak to Sheikh Jassim or to Jim Ratcliffe or any other investor about how we could work together." If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Mancester Utd Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.